Now we will talk about the internal structure of medulla oblongata. So this internal structure of medulla oblongata is studied on the pattern of transverse section. So this is studied on the basis of transverse section, and this is studied. Why this is studied over the transverse section? Because see, the part of this brain, the brain here, it is very much compact. Clear? So this is very much compact and it carries lot of nerve fibers and the cell's body. So it is very difficult to isolate each and every part simple by the dissection. So we use the technique of taking a transverse section at different level and stain with the neurological stains. Clear? So this is stained by the neurological stain, and the important neurological stains that we use is, one is this bichrome, and other one is by the silver impregnation. So these neurological stains are highly used for the staining of the different section. So we will see this internal structure of medulla oblongata in the following level. So first let's see here, this is the point, and below to this, which I am drawing here, below to this line is the closed part, and above to this is the open part. So in this closed part we study the internal structure at two levels. One here at the level of decussation, which is at the lower level, and other here at the level of, this decussation is pyramidal decussation, and another at the level of sensory decussation, and in the open part we study at the level of olive. So in this closed part we study at these two levels, and in the open part at the level of olive. In some books it has also been given the section studied at the level above to the olive near to the pontomedullary junction. Clear? After staining the transverse sections at different levels, they are correlated according to the stains. This is transverse section of medulla at the level of pyramidal decussation. So we study this at this level and we divide. See, this is the transverse section of medulla at the pyramidal decussation. We study this region in two parts. One is the gray matter and other is the white matter. So here these two images that you already seen during the medulla oblongata of part 1, and this is an, here we have seen the external feature of medulla oblongata. So this, here you can see, this is the anterior or ventral. This is an anterior or ventral view of medulla oblongata, and this is the posterior or dorsal view. before I go in the detail of the different structure, let's get familiar the position of these structures. See, first we talk about the gray matter. So this region, what you see, all this region, let me draw by this one. Okay, so this region, what you see, which I am in the yellow color, so this all is the central gray matter. These are all are the central gray matter. These all are the central gray matter. Clear? These are central gray matter. And here what you see is the central canal. So here this one is the central canal. So let me draw here, right here, central canal. So this central canal is surrounded all by with this gray matter. Clear? Actually this at the level of pyramidal decussation, below to this level, you know it is a continuation of the spinal cord. So here most of the structure what you have already seen in the spinal cord, so most of the structures they correlate with the of spinal cord. So there in the spinal cord you have seen these horns, both anterior and the posterior is similarly here also. So this is the gray matter, central gray matter. Now let me draw here by taking the color. So this all this region in the yellow one is the central gray matter. Now on its anterior aspect as well as on its posterior aspect of the central gray matter as well as on the lateral aspect, this region, all this region is of white matter. So let me draw white matter in different color. So make it with little bit of which color? I think this one now. So this all this region here, this all this all this area is for the white matter. All this is for the white matter. All this the mat is a region of white matter. This is the same one. This all the white matter. Clear? So all this. So in this transverse section, the nuclei which you see, they are in the gray matter, whereas these fasciculus or fasciculi, they are in the white matters. So these fasciculi are the axons. Now let's correlate the structure here in this transverse section with the structure that we have seen as an external feature at the level of pyramidal decussation. So pyramidal decussation is here. So let me draw a line. Now we will see and correlate these structures. Now see this structure that we have seen, this anterior median sulcus or anterior median fissure. So this we see here. So this is anterior median sulcus. We have seen this pyramid here. This is the pyramid. So the pyramid is here. This is the pyramid. So right, left, both side. On the dorsal aspect or the posterior aspect, we have seen this sulcus. This is posterior median sulcus. So this one is the posterior. This one is the posterior median sulcus. We have seen this fasciculus gracilis here. So similarly this fasciculus gracilis is here. This is fasciculus gracilis. We have seen this fasciculus cuneatus here. This is the fasciculus cuneatus. So this is the fasciculus cuneatus here. Remember this, what I am talking is that this is at the level of pyramidal decussation. So at this level only. Clear? Now, so when we describe these different structure, then we will describe the structure in the relation to this central canal. So whatever the structure will be present anterior to this central canal, to in this direction, they will be mentioned as an anterior, and those structure which are present just posterior to this central canal, they will consider as a posterior structure. And similarly those structure will be present this side, means laterally, then we will describe as laterally, as a lateral structure. So whether, say, suppose just taking an example, say this is a reticular formation is here. So this then when we are writing in our examination or in this anytime like in the viva, so when you have to answer, then according its position you have to describe. So that time you have to say, so this reticular formation is present at the pyramidal decussation. This present as anterolateral, because you can see this central canal, its location is here. So it is then that time you have to describe as anterior, and you have to use the word, another word is lateral. Similarly, many other structure what you see here, you have to describe according to the position in the relation to the central canal. So the structure which belong to gray matters are all the sensory nuclei: nucleus gracilis, nucleus cuneatus, spinal nucleus, and this trigeminal nuclei. This motor nuclei, spinal nucleus of 11th cranial nerve, then supraspinal nerve, spinal nerves, C1 spinal nerve, and reticular formation. Reticular formations also is a gray matter. It have a collection of the cell bodies and having this axon making a connection with the surrounding fibers. And in the white matters we see all these tracts, ascending tracts: fasciculus gracilis, fasciculus cuneatus, spinocerebellar tract, all this dorsal spinocerebellar, ventral spinocerebellar, lateral spinocerebellar tracts, these descending tracts, lateral corticospinal tracts, and these pyramids, this corticospinal tract. All this belong to this white matter. This is the transverse section of the medulla at the level of sensory decussation. The sensory decussation is represented here. See, this is the point of sensory decussation. So I hope, see, this is the point of sensory decussation. Now let's correlate these structure with the external features that we have already seen. So this one, as in the case of this anterior, this is the anterior, this posterior. So now correlate. See, this is the pyramid, and this structure, this sensory decussation is here. See, it is at here. Let me draw. Clear? So now see, this is a pyramid, and the pyramid is here. Clear? This pyramid, and this is a inferior olivary nucleus. So here is an olive. We have seen the olive. So here is the inferior olivary nucleus. Now on the posterior aspect, you have seen this tubercle gracilis, and here at the tubercle of gracilis in the interior aspect, the nucleus are present. Many nucleus you have already seen. So this, and this is the point where you have seen the nucleus of nucleus cuneatus. So similarly here, this is nucleus gracilis, and this one is nucleus cuneatus. So lateral, so this is the fissure. This is posterior median sulcus. Just lateral to this sulcus, you see this nucleus, and you have seen this nucleus here, this nucleus gracilis and cuneatus. So now you can correlate this internal feature with the external feature that you have seen. Same here, we study the structures which are present in the gray matter and white matter. So all those structures where we see the nucleus is present, that nucleus gracilis, accessory nucleus of cuneatus, nucleus cuneatus, and this trigeminal nerve, the nerve and the nucleus, they all belong to this gray matter. Dorsal nucleus of vagus, hypoglossal nerve, this inferior olivary nucleus, they all belong to this reticular formation. This all belong to the gray matter. Whereas in the white matter, all these ascending tracts, medial lemniscus. See, medial lemniscus is a bundle of the fiber, nerve fiber. So the fibers belong to the white matter. These medial longitudinal fasciculus belong to white matter. Where we can see this is a central gray matter. This is a central gray matter where all these important nucleus are present. This is a transverse section of the medulla at the level of olive in the open part of the medulla. Clear? In the open part of the medulla. So this section, what we see here, this is prepared at this level. So this, already you know, this is stria medullaris. So here this is the fourth ventricle, and this part of this, the hair at the floor of this fourth ventricle is a stria medullaris. At this level, the largest gray matter is this olive, inferior olivary nucleus. They are the largest gray matter. We can correlate this structure with the external feature. So here this one is an anterior aspect and this one is the posterior aspect, because you know this is the position of this, the fourth ventricle. So here is the fourth ventricle. So this is an anterior median sulcus. This one is the posterior median sulcus. Now we can see this is what we see is this is the pyramid. What we see, this is the pyramid. These are the pyramids here. Now moving anterior to posterior, we can see the arrangement of the structures. So now similarly, as we have seen earlier at the different level, so they are also studied either the structure which are in the gray matter and the structures which are in white matter. So in the gray matters, all these nuclei and these nerve, trigeminal nerve, they are in this gray matter. And one important structure here, this is a very last structure that we see. This is a inferior cerebral peduncle. This one is inferior cerebral peduncle. This one, inferior cerebral peduncle. This is inferior cerebral peduncle. So they studied in the either in the gray matter or in the white matter. So so all these where we have seen these nuclei, whether this dorsal nuclei, dorsal cochlear nuclei, vestibular nuclei, all these nuclei, dorsal motor nerve, see, and these nucleus of ambiguous, they all are in the inferior olivary nucleus. They all in the gray matter, and remaining other structure, either they are tracts or fasciculi, and this medial longitudinal fasciculus. So they all are in the white matter. Now we know what are the different structure at the different level, whether they are in the gray matter or in the white matter. In the coming video, we will talk in the detail at the different level. Now it's time for question and answer session. I hope you understood well.